Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by tall mountains, lived a 24-year-old young man named Marco. Marco was restless. His mind was never quiet. Thoughts came and went all day long. Thoughts about his past. Thoughts about his future. These thoughts made his mind feel like a storm. He couldn't feel calm. He couldn't sleep properly. And slowly, he even forgot how to smile. One day, Marco heard about a faraway village hidden in the hills. People said a wise old man lived there. That man was once a famous psychologist in the city. He had helped countless people find peace within themselves. But now, tired of the noise of city life, he lived quietly close to nature. Sometimes he guided travelers who were lost not in the world, but in their own minds. Marco felt a spark of hope. He thought, maybe this wise man can help me find peace. So he began his journey. After many long and tiring days, Marco finally reached the village. He saw a small house covered with greenery. On the porch sat the old man. His eyes were closed. His face was calm. He looked peaceful. Marco stepped closer and said softly, "Grandfather, my mind is restless. I cannot stop thinking. I want peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled. "So, you are searching for peace," he said. "Come with me. I will give you a small task." He led Marco to the yard and filled a glass with water right to the top. The glass was so full that even a tiny shake would spill it. Handing it to Marco, he said, "Walk to the edge of the village and come back. But remember, you must not spill even one drop." Marco was surprised, but he accepted the challenge. He held the glass carefully and began to walk. The road was narrow and busy. People passed by. Shopkeepers shouted. Dogs barked. But Marco noticed nothing. His eyes were fixed only on the glass. Step by step, slowly and carefully, he walked and returned. Finally, he stood before the old man and said, "Grandfather, I did it. Not a single drop spilled." The old man nodded and smiled. Then he asked, "Did you see the children playing on the road? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Marco paused, surprised. "No," he said. "I noticed nothing. I was only focused on the glass." The old man smiled gently. "That is the secret you were searching for. When your mind stays in the present moment, there is no space for fear, no regret about the past, no anxiety about the future. When you focused only on the water, your mind became quiet. That quietness, that is peace." Marco finally understood. Peace was never outside. Peace was always inside him, waiting for his attention. He bowed his head and said, "Grandfather, now I understand. If I want peace, I must stay in this moment." The sun was setting. Birds were returning to their nests. Marco began his journey back home. But he was no longer the same restless young man. His mind was calm. His heart was peaceful because now he knew how to empty his mind.